Hi guys. All right, today or yesterday I already sent out the afternoon schedule. So today, for this part, I'm just going to send out what we did in the morning. So um, I've got a meeting at 3:30, so I got to go get this through real quick. So let me know if I need to clarify anything if I go too quickly. So we went to financial literacy. This is in the week 28, Monday through Wednesday, math financial literacy mini lesson. When you open that up, go to page 5. This talks about banks, savings accounts, and interest. So today we were talking about how we could put money in a bank. And we focused on savings accounts, but we touched on checking accounts as well. So we took some notes in our notebook. And if you look here, there's these are the two main accounts that you can have in your when you open up a bank account. So checking accounts, savings accounts. Checking accounts, for my family, we use our checking account when we want to pay for things like bills or groceries, gas, food. Maybe we go to the movies or do some shopping. These are just day-to-day things throughout the month that come up. These kind of things, we're not paying for these things day to day. These are things that, for example, like when we wanted to save up to put a down payment on our house, or we also have savings things in houses break all the time. And if you're the owner, you're in charge of fixing it. So if we ever have, like how we just had to replace, or not replace, but fix our heater in our house, and we had pipes burst, so we had to, we had to have money saved up to be able to afford that. So things for your house, same thing with car. If you want to buy a new car, or if your car might break down, college if you want to save for college, and then different medical things that people have, or you might have a medical, hopefully not, but if a medical emergency comes up, that would be something good to have a savings for as well. So down here, we were just given some examples. So I get my paycheck. And my paycheck, I have it set up to where some of that money is going to be allocated to my checking account. Some of that money is going to be allocated to savings. And you can have different types of savings accounts. So I have one. This is Kian's college. He has a savings account that is just for that. We have a money market account, and this is nice because the part where we said on this page about how right here you can earn a little bit of extra money on top of what you already have in your bank, so or in your account. So that's what interest is. So the bank is going to give you money for banking with them, and some accounts, if you put more money in, like this one, you have to have at least $5,000 or more. So because you have to have a larger amount, they give you more interest. So if I have money in just my regular savings account, I might earn a little bit of interest. But if I were to put it over here, and there are certain rules, like I can't take so much out, or I have to give notice if I'm going to take out, or there's certain things like they want you to put it in there and just let it sit. But I'll interest. So sometimes we try to put money in there if we can. So these things here change depending on what's going on in your life. So for example, I don't really do a lot, like I haven't been to the movies in over a year. So movies, I'm not paying for that. During the summer, back before COVID and all that, we went to the movies quite a bit during the summer, and so my bill for that would be higher during the summer months versus once school's back in session. Same thing with shopping. Right before school in August, I do quite a bit of clothes shopping and different things like that. Or when we moved into our house, I did a lot of shopping for new furniture and things to decorate our house that we needed. But now that I already have that, I don't need to, I'm not going to, I don't keep doing that. So there's some months where things might be higher to where I may need more money in my checking account versus another month. I may not spend as much, and I may be able to save more and earn more interest. So that's what we talked about in math. And then we did a couple questions together. So this one says Lena has a savings account which pays interest of $2.35 per $100. If Lena has 500 in her account, how much interest does she receive? So we broke this down and we said, okay, here's the interest per $100. So we broke down the 500 And we said every time she gets $100, she's going to get $2.35. So if she gets another $100, that's another $2.35. She puts in another $100, that's another $2.35 that she gets. So once we added up, once we got the interest for all 500, that came out, when we added it together, that came out to $11.75. So when Lena goes to check her bank account, it's going to show the 500 that she put in, the $11.75 that she earned in interest from the bank. So her actual total that she has in her bank is $511.75. So interest is nice. The more you put in, like if you only had $100, you're only making a couple dollars here. But the more money you earn, or the more money you have saved up, the more money you can earn. So if you're able to save, the bank will, that amount will be higher that you will earn in interest. So that's a positive there. All right, so we did that one. We got 1175. 16 is the exact same, just with different amounts. So same kind of process here. So do that one. And then number 10, Yasmin earns $125 doing yard work. Which of these is an advantage? So 3 of these, like she's not going to have access to it whenever she wants. The bank could lose her money. She'll be charged a fee to deposit money into a savings account. These things we said, okay, well, those are not advantages. Those are disadvantages. So we don't want those. B, she'll earn interest on the money saved in a savings account. That is definitely an advantage. So you're earning money just for having the bank hold your money for you. So go ahead, fill that 16 out and 7 and 10, and then you can X out of that one. Then we switched reading with science time today so we could do our labs. So for the labs today, we did the mini check on mass. So if you go here, go to Tuesday, mini check mass, open this up, and you're highlighting your answers. So mass is, we went through, mass is the amount of matter in an object. This one here, everybody chose B at first, but we have to be careful. If it says the amount of space an object takes up, remember that's volume. That's not what mass is. That's, you would put something like when we did when we put an object into the water and we saw how the item just showed the displacement, and we saw the water level rise, and we measured that. That was volume. So mass is just the amount of matter in an object. Number 2, the tool that we use to measure mass is a triple beam balance. And then down here, we have a few examples. So this one here, we added up the amounts. Same thing on number 4, we added up those amounts. You look at the 3 different scales, and the same thing on this last one. So we were practicing finding those numbers. Some of these were decimals, so we had to, you can zoom in if it's too small, and look at the decimal that's created. That's just like a number line. So apply your awesome math skills there, and then you add up the 3 amounts to get your final balance, and or what the balance shows. And then make sure you put the grams, the lowercase g on the end, to show that we're measuring mass in grams. All right, so that was that. We turned that in. Then let's see, in Seesaw, going up to science week 28 and 20, I put 29 as well because we are going to work with solutions next week. So we're going to keep adding to this. So the first one, we did our activity with the toys. So we got a bunch of random toys, just small little toys, and put them together, and we created a mixture. And we said mixtures keep their same physical properties when combined. And then we saw how they could easily be separated. So these, we combined them. They're a mixture because they have 2 or more things combined together. And you can see it was really easy to separate those. So we talked about tools that would be appropriate to separate them. And on this one, it was just our hands. So we were able to easily grab those and just separate them out. So every like thing was put together. Then we made our trail mix. And we were taking photos of all this to capture what we did. So make sure you take your photos. So we had everything combined. So here it is combined, and then here it is separated. And again, these can be separated and identified by looking at their physical properties. So I knew to put all the marshmallows together because it's all the things that have this look, this shape, this color. And so it was easy to identify those. When you create a mixture, you're not creating a new substance. Everything's staying the same. All those physical properties are the same. And so it's easy to separate them back out. So that was our trail mix. And then, like I said, we're going to continue to add pages to this. So just let this sit here. Tomorrow we're going to work with, if you go to the agenda up here, we need, again, the tweezers, tongs, and strainer, gravel, and some sand or whatever kind of soil you have. And just put that in a little baggie. And here's what mine looks like. I just got a bag with some gravel in here and some soil. So we'll practice how we'll separate that. Make sure you have your tweezers, tongs, and strainer. All right, because those will definitely be needed tomorrow. Today it was easy to grab everything with our hands. A couple people were using tweezers or the tongs, but they ended up saying, okay, you know what? It was easier just to do my hands. All right, then in writing, we played a Kahoot game and we practiced there. So just as a reminder, in our notebook, we put just a reminder here on the bottom. THERE, we turn that R into an arrow to say, we're talking about over there. We can point to it. THEIR, put your I into a little person. THEIR, if we're saying like their shoes, the shoes, we're showing ownership. The shoes belong to somebody. So we need EIR. And then whenever you have the apostrophe, break it apart. They are, and then plug it in. They are coming over. If that makes sense, then you need to make sure that you have that apostrophe there. Then after our Kahoot game, we went to Seesaw and we went to writing. Open this up. And we did page 2. And so we talked about these. These were all capitalization changes. And so we were talking about common nouns and proper nouns, and how if it's a common noun and it's not like a specific place or a specific person or something like that, it needs to be lowercase, versus a proper noun. If I'm talking about a specific person, like if I say my name, I am a specific person, so my name needs to be capitalized. Same thing with the building. Same thing with a name of a park or anything like that. It needs to be capitalized. So these were all we went through. They were all capitalization changes. So go through. We did this on our own for a grade. So go through and make sure you have that completed, and then you can draft that. And that was our morning. And then the rest is all on this video right here. You can click for the afternoon lesson. So make sure you got your reading and your social studies done. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.